So what are we talking about today, guys? We're talking about backpacks, and we're talking about the Ogio backpack. The Ogio backpack is a motorcycle backpack. Okay, so why are we talking about motorcycle backpacks for bicycling? Well, let's face it, they have some similarities. We on two wheels, we're riding down the road, we actually have to experience the same type of weather. So these sorts of backpacks can be quite handy and be used dual purpose. Okay, here we have two different types of backpacks. One is the motorbike backpack and one is the normal cycling backpack. So what are the differences? Let's discuss what the differences are and what the pros and cons are between these two backpacks, and why I basically decided to buy something that was a motorbike backpack, and what are the advantages and how that suits my type of riding through the winter months. Why would you buy a motorbike backpack over a dedicated bicycle backpack? Let's look at the pros and why you may do this. Why I did this. Okay, so if we look at this backpack here, you can see that this casing is really hard, and there's a plastic liner in here. Not only does that protect sensitive equipment that you could use like your laptop or your iPad, it also is weatherproof. And this is what I really like about this backpack. It does have material on the inside, but for the purposes of riding in the rain, the only bit that gets wet is just a little bit down the bottom. Any gear, equipment, anything inside stays totally dry. So you could put your iPad in there, or a MacBook, or your laptop, or any electronic components, and you can be absolutely secure that it's not going to get wet. Okay guys, here we have an iPad Pro, as you can see. Let's just see how it fits in one of these Ogio backpacks. You see that in there? Fits really neat. Because these are a nice wide backpack, they fit in really good, and they're actually designed specifically to have laptops in there or iPads or whatever. So that's the biggest iPad you can buy from Apple. Fits in, it's got a case on it as well, so it's a little bit bigger. Fits in really good. So for those sorts of things, if you want to carry electronic stuff while you're riding, really great. Most normal backpacks that you use for cycling usually look like this. They're quite on a lightweight. They might have this little trampoline thing here, which are quite good. And then they have like a little door, a zipper down the bottom here, so you can open up, and then you can just whoop out your little raincoat and put it on your bag. Now that's great, but what I've found, the reality is that these rain covers, they have a tendency to blow off. So you'll be riding along like this, and then they fall off, and then you find that you're halfway home. This is either lost, but in this case it's attached, or your gear is wet and your bag's wet, and it's just like, then you have to hang it outside, try and get it dry, try and get everything else inside dry, and it's just a nightmare. I mean, rain, getting everything wet, it's like you're wet, everything else, or your gear's wet, and then you get home and then you have to deal with like all of the stuff that you didn't want to get wet is wet. And that could be electronic stuff. You could have to stick it in rice, or just go like, man, how wet did it get? Try and dry it out. It's just a nightmare. And also, I've also lost these. This one's attached, but I've had other ones that you just clip on and you lose them. Not great, guys. The thing about it is, you just put it on, you just wear it, and you just ride. And if it starts raining, you don't have to worry about stopping, you don't have to worry about putting on a little raincoat, you don't have to do anything. It's really, really great. And I like to use this for the winter months. Fantastic to use in those sorts of conditions. Okay, so what are the negatives with something like the Ogio no drag backpack? Well, the negatives are, firstly, is these things here. This is the top of the range one. This is I can't remember what it's called, but there's three models, and this is the one that's expandable, and here you can make it zip and make it bigger. This one is something like about $225 or $230 Australian. For a backpack, that is really pricey, very, very expensive. The other thing as well is that the literage in them is probably a little bit overstated. They say this is a 25 litre. There's no way in the world this is a 25 litre compared to a normal backpack. And this is why I ended up buying this one. This is my second one that I've bought. I also have another one here, which is the medium price one. I've just put these like little reflectors on to add some visuality. Normally these don't come with them. But this one here, it's exactly the same design and it opens up the same, but it's not expandable. And I found that there just was not enough space for all my gear to put in there when I've been riding in the rain, all my rain jackets and everything like that. So I ended up buying the big one. This one's a little bit cheaper. I think this one just under $200. So it's a bit cheaper. It does the same thing, hard case, protects all your gear, really good. Okay, so what are the other things that are negative about these backpacks? Well, the negative thing is that the straps here have no little pockets. There's no side pockets on the side for drink bottles or anything like that. So when you've got the backpack on, you can't just reach around your back and grab something out of your side pockets or whatever. So what I've actually done in this case here is I've just bought an aftermarket little item here so I can put keys and stuff in so they're easily accessible, which is a bit of a pain. You have to, do some modification to an expensive backpack. This one here comes with a little pack that I use and I add it on. What are some of the other negative things about these backpacks? Because it's a fit on your back backpack, it sits flush on your backpack, they are a bit hot to ride with in hot weather. You sweat a lot more than the trampoline style backpacks, which obviously give you a lot more aeration, and these things are wider as well. So they do compromise your cooling when you're riding along. That's it. And the other negative thing as well is you look a bit like a Ninja Turtle, but are we that vain? Maybe. Obviously they give you added security because the entry to the backpack is on your back. It's not here like you have with a normal backpack, so people can access and get into them very easily. So security is really added as well. And the other thing as well is they've actually got a strap that you can put around your waist, and you can either have that on or you can detach it and have it off. I actually like to have it off, and it just sits really nice on your body. The straps here are nice and thick and really well padded, and they're really good. So comfort wise, it's great like that, as long as you keep any pointy objects away from your back here, which don't stick into your back. But yeah, as general, I bought 2 of them. I'm very impressed with them. I love using them in the winter months. And yeah, if you do a lot of winter riding, recommend the Ogio No Drag. Get your motorbike bike on your push bike. Cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe down below. And if you like the vid, give it a thumbs up. And any comments that you would like to know any more information about the backpacks, just let me know. Okay then, happy biking.